यन्मायावशवर्ति विश्वमखिलं ब्रह्मादिदेवासुरा यत्सत्त्वादमृषैव भाति सकलं रज्जौ यथा हेर्भ्रमः यत्पादप्लवमेकमेव हि भवाम्बोधे स्थितिर्षावताम् वन्देऽहं तमशेषकारणपरं रामाख्यमीशं हरिम्. Hari Om everyone. Hope you all had a chance to go outside and see the rain. That fragrance which comes from the mud. Punyo Gandha Pruthivyamcha. Bhagavan says that is one of my vibhutis. That fragrance which is there in that earth. So we had seen last time the story of Satiji and Lord Shiva, and Satiji goes to take Bhagwan's pariksha, Bhagwan Ramchandraji's pariksha, and Lord Shiva says, tell me the truth, what has happened there? And Satiji says, I did nothing. I just went there, did pranams and came back. Then Lord Shiva does dhyanam, and through that he is able to know what all things have happened. Even after knowing that Satiji has committed this mistake, Lord Shiva does not blame her. That's a very nice chaupai. Bahuri Rama Ma Yahi Siru Nava. I'm reading after 55. 1, 2, 3. Third chaupai. Bahuri Rama Ma Yahi Siru Nava. Preri Satihi Jihi Jhuta Kahava. Satiji is an embodiment of truth. Sat alone becomes as Sati. But because of Bhagwan's Maya, to teach all of us some lesson, Satiji is doing that Leela. That way we should understand. Satiji is Bhavani, Mother Bhavani. She is going to be reborn as Parvati Mata. But importantly, Lord Shiva is not blaming Satiji. He says she did this because this Maya was so prabala. And he says, Hari Ichha Bhavi Balavana. Bhagwan's Ichha, whatever is there, that alone is Balavan. Then Lord Shiva has a conflict in his mind, a doubt in his mind. Doha number 56. Parama Punitana Jaitaji. He says Tatiji is so pure. She is so Nirmala Chitta. You know, her heart is very pure. But this is one thing that she has committed. You know, she took the form of Sitaji, and now she has not accepted it. She said something else. That is the only thing which is there. So letting go of her, Bhagwan is not feeling like doing that. Kiye prema badu papu. This is the point that we had left last time. If I accept her back as my wife, as my consort, so there Bhagwan says there will be some aparadha. Why is that? This point we had seen that Jiva directly doesn't have any gender. Jiva also doesn't have any sambandha. No relationship is there between two Jivas. Any relationship which is there, it is only through body identification. So either it is of relative, father, son, mother, daughter, all sambandha that we have with anybody, it is only through this deha. And Lord Shiva's thinking is, if deha has changed, then sambandha also should change. So with that he says, now I'm having this conflict. You know, and who is having this conflict? Lord Shiva. Okay, his intellect is not able to decide which way he should go and what he should do now. And now Lord Shiva is going to tell us some very deep points about what is devotion and the power of devotion. How, whenever our mind is not able to settle down on any decision, whenever it is confused between different alternatives, how to move forward. So that Lord Shiva is going to express in his Leela that he is doing. So after 56 Doha, we will chant. Shri Ram Jaya Jaya Rama. 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 Tab Sankar Prabhu Pad Sirunava. सुमिरत राम हृदय अस आवा. एहि तन सति ही भेट मोहि नाही. शिव संकल्प कीन्ह मन माही. अस विचारी संकरुमति धीरा. चले भवन सुमिरत रघुबीरा. चलत गगन भगिरा सुहाई. जय महेश भली भगति दृढ़ाई. असपन तुम बिनु करई को आना. राम भगत समरथ भगवाना. सुनि न भगीरा सती उर सोचा. पूछा शिव ही समेत सकोचा. कीन्ह कवन पन कहु कृपाला. सत्य धाम प्रभु दीन दयाला. यद्यपि सती पूछा बहु भांति. तदपि न कहे त्रिपुर आराती. सती हृदय अनुमान किया. सब जाने सर्वज्ञ. कीन्ह कपटु में संभूषण. नारी सहज जड़ अज्ञ. जलुपय सरिस बिकाई. देखहु प्रीति की रीति भली. बिलग होई रसु जाई. कपट खटाई परत पुनि. हृदय सोचु समुझत निज करनी. चिंता अमित जाई नहीं बरनी. कृपा सिंधु शिव परम अगाधा. प्रगटन कहे मोर अपराधा. शंकर रुख अवलोकि भवानी. प्रभु मोहि तजे हृदय अकुलानी. निज अघ समुझि न कछु कहीं जाई. तपई अवा इव उर अधिकाई. सति ससोच जानी वृषकेतु. कहीं कथा सुंदर सुख हेतु. बरनत पंथ विविध इतिहासा. विश्वनाथ पहुँचे कैलासा. तह पुनि शंभु समुझिपन आपन. बैठे बटतर करि कमलासन. शंकर सहज स्वरूपु सम्हारा. लागी समाधि अखंड अपारा. सती बसहि कैलास तब. अधिक सोचु मन माही. मरमु न को जान कछु. जुग सम दिवस सिराही। नित नव सोचु सती उर भारा, कब जय हूँ दुख सागर पारा। मैं जो कीन्ह रघुपति अभिमाना, पुनिपति बचनु मृषा करि जाना। सौ फलु मोहि विधाता दीन्हा, जो कछु उचित रहा सोई कीन्हा। अब विधि अस बूझिय नहीं तोहि, शंकर विमुख जियावसि मोहि। कहि न जाई कछु हृदय गलानी, मन महु राम ही सुमिर सयानी। जो प्रभु दीन दयालु कहावा, आरती हरन वेद जसु गावा। तो मैं विनय करऊँ कर जोरी, छूटऊ बेगी देह यह मोरी। जो मोरे शिव चरण सनेहु, मन क्रम बचन सत्य ब्रतुएहु। तो सब दरसी सुनिय प्रभु, करऊँ सो बेगी उपाय। होई मरनु जेहि बिनहि श्रम, दुसह विपत्ति बिहाई। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। मापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय। श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। Whenever we are in doubt, whenever we feel that our intellect is falling short right now, I might be very brilliant, very, very good, otherwise very, very efficient in work, but there are some situations where this intellect falls short. Means both paths, they look so similar that you don't know which way to go. What is the thing that Lord Shiva does when such a situation comes? Taba Sankara Prabhu Padasiru Nava Sumirata Ramu Hrudaya Asa Ava. Bhagwan Shiva meditates on Ishtadevata Bhagwan Rama, and that sambandha, that connection with Lord Shiva and Bhagwan's Ishtadevata is such that he gets an answer whenever he is in doubt. So this is as though like a sutra. You know, whenever we say, I am a devotee of Bhagwan, the question we should ask ourselves is, have we developed the ear to listen to Bhagwan's voice? Now sometimes you might say, whenever I close my eyes and try to listen, I only hear my mind. You know, we should start with wherever we are. We try to hear and see what is Bhagwan's voice. What we hear is our own intellect, our own mind, saying something. But that is the power of devotion. Although we might start over here, our goal should be that our sambandha, that connection with Bhagwan should be such that whenever I am in difficulty, I can sit in front of Bhagwan and seek for an honest guidance. This is called Tanmayata with Bhagwan. Tanmayata means feeling that Bhagwan is always available to me and always guiding me. And purer the mind, calmer the mind, cleaner the mind, Bhagwan's voice is heard very clearly. And that is a result of that sambandha, that oneness that this sadhaka has developed with Ishtadevata. I was listening to one Mahatma Ji who is Prajna Chakshu. He doesn't have physical eyes, ability to see, but his Prajna Chakshu, his Medha is so wonderful. He said one thing, that in this birth I could not see, but my prayer to Bhagwan is such, even if I have to take more births, Bhagwan, don't give me this physical vision. Because right now I am singing with so much tanmayata, this Ramakatha, that this is how I want to keep singing. When he has become so much one with Bhagwan, he doesn't want to see things in this outside world. But the point is, wherever we are trying to develop that sambandha with Bhagwan, that kind of relationship. Now somebody might ask how to develop that relationship. So it is said, just like we develop sambandha with other people. And what is the thing that happens? We meet so many people, right? If you go to an airport, you might meet some people. If you are traveling somewhere, you might meet some people. But not everybody we relate to in the same way. There are some people who become very close to us. There are some people whom we feel some kind of sambandha with. Now, what is that thing that made us feel that sambandha? One is, we must have given them time. Only when we spent time with them, that sambandha developed. And there was some kind of bhavana. So that bhavana, nourished over a period of time, resulted in this kind of sambandha. So this is where comes our importance of spending some time with Bhagwan every day, either in the morning or in the evening, whenever that convenient time is. It should be one-on-one time, where exclusively we try to develop that sambandha. And more support we take, easier it becomes. So if we have a physical form of Bhagwan, it is easier for us to connect with Bhagwan in that way. Directly, if we close our eyes and then try to create sambandha, we know what happens, right? Mind goes somewhere else. Same thing what happened in the day, all those things come. If you are sitting in the morning, whatever things have to be done in that day, those things come. Sambandha gets left behind. So that is why it is said that purity of mind, once it starts happening more and more, Bhagwan Shiva is telling us that we will start hearing the voice of Bhagwan. Meaning decision will be easier to make, and that decision over a period of time will be the right decision. Tava Sankara Prabhu Pada Sirunava Sumirata Hrudaya Sumirata Rama Hrudaya Asa Ava. What we otherwise call as the voice of our conscience. Okay, a very easier way, one level simpler to understand, is that voice of our conscience. But one thing we should be careful about is it should not be mixed with our own ragadvesha. Because it's very easy to mix up our ragadvesha and call it as our voice of conscience. So devotee is the one who has worked on removing those likes and dislikes, ragadvesha, and with that pure heart, he is sincerely seeking for help. To that pure mind, some message comes. So in Lord Shiva's case, Bhagwan's voice comes in the form, and he says, Ehi tana satihi bheta mohi nahi, Siva sankalpu kinha mana mahi. So he says, in the same way, I cannot relate with Satiji anymore. He says, this is the inner voice that has come now. it has come to that same mind, which is not having any kind of chala inside, very, very pure mind. So to that mind, this advice has come, that in the same way you cannot relate with Satiji. And this is Siva Sankalpa. Siva Sankalpa means one way is auspicious resolve, but that resolve which will be good over a period of time. And that is how this story goes, right? Satiji becomes Parvatiji later because of this resolve. Asabichari sankarumati dhira chale bhavana sumirata raghubira. So like this, having gotten this clarity, having gotten, it's a great feeling whenever we take a decision. Sometimes when there are two options which are available, and always we are going here, going there, that state of mind is even more agitating. So with Bhagwan's grace, one option we have, is very clear, we have held on to, and now that itself gives lot of quietude in the mind. And with that quietude, Lord Shiva was going towards Kailasa. चलत गगन भय गिरा सुहाई जय महेश भली भगति दृढ़ाई. Right when Lord Shiva, after having taken this resolve, was going away, our devatas who were there, they started doing one Akashvani, and they said, Jai Mahesh, Lord Shiva has taken such an auspicious resolve and he has established bhakti. So the point we should note here is, Lord Shiva has taken this resolve because now he sees Satiji as Sitaji. That is the main point. That is why this has come. Jaya Mahesa Bhali Bhagati Dhrudai. So she has taken the form of Sitaji. Now in his mind he says, this is Sitaji only to me. And this, one way to look at it is just like, Devatas are giving their Anumodanam. They are saying that this was the right resolve. But another way is, you always wonder, why do these Devatas have to make that Akashvani? Even in the case of Kamsa we see, everything was going fine. Kamsa was there and Devakiji was there. Kamsa was very much, taking care of Devakiji, his sister. And this Akashvani comes and says, 8th child of Devaki will be the cause of your destruction. So right at that time, some Akashvani happens and then everything goes here and there. So this time also it happened. Now Satiji is having a doubt. Whenever there is a guilt feeling, right, again and again this phrase keeps coming. Asapana tuma bina karai ko ana, Ram bhagata samaratha bhagavana, suni nabhagira sati ura socha. So when she heard this, Akashvani of Devata, she was wondering, what is that thing that Lord Shiva has taken a resolve now? Pucha Sivahi sameta sakocha. Now she is having some, doubt in her mind. What is this thing? What did, Lord Shiva take a resolve? All these Devatas have come and they are saying, Jai Mahesa. When Lord Shiva asked Satiji, she did not say what was in her heart. She said something that I did not take any pariksha and so on. Now you see what she is saying. Kina kavana pana kahahu krupala. O Lord Shiva, you are krupala. You are very compassionate. Can you tell me what is that resolve that you have taken? Satya dhama prabhu dina dayala. You are abode of truth and you are compassionate. Dina dayala. Lord Shiva must, I also told you the same thing, right? Satya kahu, but you did not say. Lord Shiva does not say anything. So this is another, quality, that no matter what weakness is there in us, we never want to see it in other people. So when Satiji is asking Lord Shiva, she says, Satya kahu, you tell me the truth. What is that pratijna that you have taken? Jadapi sati pucha bahu bhati tadapi na kahehu tripura arati. Lord Shiva, those titles are appropriate, Satyadhama and Dina Dayala, what Satiji has given. he understands that Satiji is pure in her heart. I had to take this decision because of something, but I don't want her, to feel too sad or too bad about this thing. So he does not say anything. He says, if I go on elaborating too much, she will feel bad. He does not tell her a lie. He did not say any other pratijna that he has taken. He did not say anything. Sati hrudaya anumanakiya sabujaniyu sarvagya. Satiji, in her own heart, she understood that Bhagwan has understood what I have done, because he is Sarvajna. Keenha kapatu mein sambusana nari sahaja jada agya. One thing you notice in this entire episode, neither Lord Shiva has any bitterness towards Satiji, nor Satiji has any bitterness towards Lord Shiva. She says, Keena kapatu mein, I did kapata, and that is why I did kapata with Lord Shiva. And those who have this Nara Abhimana, they are by nature always doubting, and they never have clear knowledge of anything. Nari Subhau Sana Nari Sahaja Jada Agya. So Nari we had seen as the one who has Nara Abhimana is Nara. So either it is Nara Deha or Nari Deha. One who believes only in what is seen is the absolute truth. Seeing is believing. The one who has that as underlying vision of life, anything you tell that person which is beyond our sense perception, they will not believe in that. And what is the result of this? He says ajnanam which is there will always remain in that same way. In Bhagavad Gita, it is never said buddhiman labate jnanam, medhavan labate jnanam. Bhagavan says shraddhavan labate jnanam. Means one who has the shraddha, one who has faith, that person will see the goal. So this is Satiji's understanding of this entire situation. Now what is that tyaga that Lord Shiva did? In his mind he said that I will not relate with Satiji as my consort anymore. But nobody came to know about this. That was the uniqueness of this tyaga. Means neither Nandiji came to know, nor any, the close by Shivaganas who were there. Nobody knew anything. Everything was going on just as it is. I don't know how Devatas came to know. Because Lord Shiva has that vikalpa. He is very, very sensitive towards Satiji, and he doesn't want her to suffer in any way. But because she has done that, he has to do what he has to do. Right? That kapata which was there, that she has done, he says, because of that, I will take this decision. Then comes a very beautiful chaupai. Now you can make this chaupai independent of this entire episode. Goswamiji says, Jalapaya sarisa bikai. Jalupaya sarisa bikai, dekahu priti ki riti bhali. Look at the glory of priti. Priti means when two people get along well. He says, who are those two people? He says, water and milk. If water and milk, they come together, then you see the greatness of getting along together. What is the greatness? He says, Jalapaya sarisa bikai. That water, which would otherwise not be sold at any significant value, that gets sold at the cost of milk, because it has gotten that sangha of milk. And what is the other thing? He says, when this milk boils, that water boils itself, and that it saves that milk from getting burnt. He says this is the greatness of two things coming together. two entities working together harmoniously. But then something happens. He says, Bilaga hoi rasu jai kapata khatai paratapuni. He says one drop of lemon is sufficient to destroy the whole thing. He says, what is that lemon? He says, kapata. Some kind of pretentiousness that comes, or some kind of deceit that comes in between. He says that makes milk become separate and water to become separate. Only one drop of that kapata, and that taste, that sweetness of that milk which is there, that goes away. Bilaga hoi rasu jai kapata khatai paratapuni. In Dohavali, Goswamiji has elaborately explained this kapata. And there he says, Mana malina nara nari. He doesn't spare anybody there. He says, anybody, nara, nari, anybody who has some impurity in the mind, that is what expresses as this kapata. And he gives examples of Maricha, Ravana, Shurpanakha, all, characters in Ramayana who did this kapata. He says, why are we discussing so much about this? Actually, this story is not about only Satiji. Satiji is just teaching all of us. He says, person who does kapata can never be sukhi. Happiness and deceit, they can never go together. He says, why is that? Because Antaryami Bhagwan is seated right in our heart. No matter whom we want to cheat outside, we can never cheat Bhagwan. He says, if we want happiness in life, that happiness comes only with the grace of Bhagwan. Means that pure mind is what we call a cheerful mind. So, in that cheerful mind, if there is one drop of kapata, like that lemon, he says this Kshira Sagara which is there, water will separate out and milk will also get spoiled. Now somebody might say, I can not do kapata. What if somebody else does kapata to me? So there Bhagwan says, control what you can control. Let us start with that first. From our side, whether to do kapata or not is fully under our control. And that is where Bhagwan says, seek my help. If you are finding it difficult right now, start wherever we are, but make sure that at least from our side, there is no chala kapata. And he says, I am karma phala data. If you have done your job well, then be assured results also will be taken care of. What we have done in the past, that we don't know. So that we should forget about it, what we have done in the past. But right now we have a lot of freedom and choice. So being very careful that this one quality is not in us. These are all sadhaka lakshanas. More we should reflect on it. In Yoga Darshana, different kinds of thoughts are analyzed. And they are categorized as which kinds of thought gives a cheerful mind, a happy mind, and which kind of thoughts give, unhappy mind. So this kapata will fall under that other category, unhappy mind category. Hrudaya sochu samujata nija karani, chinta amita jai nahi bharani. In Satiji's heart now, she has understood what has happened. And in her heart, she is feeling a lot of sorrow and angst also, that what she has done. In all these chaupais, never you see even one chaupai where Satiji is saying, I am angry at Lord Shiva. Neither there is a chaupai which says, Lord Shiva is angry with Satiji. Means, our life is not always cut and dry. Dharma Sankata keeps coming, but how to make sure that our vyavahara is not affected by it. doing what we have to do, but at the same time making sure that we hold on to dharma. Krupa Sindha Siva Parama Agadha Pragatana Kahehu More Aparada. Satiji says, Lord Shiva is very, very compassionate. Even if he has understood that I have done this aparada, he did not verbalize it. Pragatana Kahehu More Aparada. What we otherwise, in management terms, it is called as not calling out on someone, but calling forth something. Calling out someone means what? If somebody does something, telling that they have done a mistake. And especially in front of others, it is said one should never do that. No matter even if that person is fully wrong, nobody likes getting criticized in front of others. This point, I think it comes somewhere in Raja Dharma or Guru Dharma, somewhere it comes. I remember reading in Mahabharata, during that camp I was reading it, that even if somebody has to guide someone, criticism should never be amidst people. Criticism should always be in order to make them better and not to put anybody down. Right? So calling forth means what? Being able to handle that situation without actually pointing out someone. So Lord Shiva understood that if he calls out Satiji and says something to her, one is she is in her heart a good person and she will feel bad about it. So he didn't say anything. Satiji is saying this line, huh? Sankara Rukha Avaloki Bhavani Prabhu Mohi Tajehu Hrudaya Anu Akulani. Looking at Lord Shiva, she understood what decision he has taken. Nija Agha Samuji na kachu kahi jayi tapai awa iva ura adikai. Again and again, she is realizing that this was my mistake. Nija agha samuji na kachu kahi jayi, but her heart is now burning as though, these potters, when they make a pot, they keep it in a furnace. So how that oven or that furnace is, like that her heart is burning inside. More with this guilt that why did I do such a thing? Satihi sa socha jani brushaketu kahi katha sundara sukha hetu. Now Lord Shiva also understood the situation of Satiji, and he says whenever such a situation comes, the best way to find or give solace is to do satsang. So Lord Shiva starts doing different kinds of satsang with Satiji. So no vyavahara has changed. Same what was there before, same thing is going on. Only thing, in his mind he has taken that decision. Baranata Pantha Bibida Itihasa Biswanatha Pahuche Kailasa. So now they are on their way to Kailasa. So with this all Ramakatha and a lot of satsang on the way, Satiji and Lord Shiva reach that Kailasa. Tahapuni Sambhu Samujipana Apana. Now Lord Shiva is not again carried away. He remembers what decision he has taken. Baite Batatara Kari Kamalasana. Under that Vata Vruksha which is there in Kailasa, Lord Shiva sits with his Padmasana. Kamalasana means Padmasana. Huh? It is said Sukhasana and Padmasana, they are like two asanas which are helpful for meditation. And Lord Shiva's knowledge is so clear that it doesn't have to struggle too much to be in Samadhi. So you see the Chaupaya, how it is written. Sankara Sahaja Sarupu Samhara. Whatever is his Swarupa, he just has to settle in a little bit in that and he goes into Samadhi. Doesn't have to do any pranayama or any other breathing exercise in the beginning to quieten his mind. It sometimes looks like Lord Shiva has only two modes, like a switch you see, up and down. One mode is Ramakatha, means either he will do satsang. Another mode is he will go in Samadhi. There is no in between too much other thing that Lord Shiva does. One is Katha, another is Samadhi. Sankara Sahaja Sarupa Samhara Lagi samadhi akhanda apara. And then he went into long samadhi. Akhanda. Sati basahi kailas taba adhika sochu manamahi. Maramuna kovu janakachu juga samad divasa sirahi. So Satiji is now, even if she is there in Kailasa, everything is there, but in her mind, that thought is again and again bothering her. And every moment is going like long, long yugas. Nitanava sochu sati urabhara kab jai hau dukha sagara para. Now Satiji is, one thing she is doing is, she is not trying to think too much of the past now. Whatever has happened, she says, has happened. He says, now I need to see what to do next. Okay, letting go of whatever has happened in the past. He says, if Lord Shiva is there with me, why should I bother so much? Main jo kinha Raghupati apamana. The insult that I did to Lord Shiva and also Bhagwan Rama, Punipati bachanu mrusha kari jana. And Bhagwan Shiva's words I did not believe in at that time. So phalu mohi bidata dinha. That same phala, that same karma phala, what I did in the past, that is what I am receiving right now. You know, sometimes when you study Ramcharitmanas, in between we should take, each chaupai and see it for our own life. If this chaupai becomes siddha in our life, first thing what will happen is we will start taking responsibility of our life. Good and bad, whatever things are happening, I have only earned them in the past. That itself gives lot of inner strength to face situations. And if it is sukha which is coming, that also is because our own effort, no doubt, but they are not to get too elated, so they are seeking Bhagwan's grace and knowing that without his grace nothing could have happened. I had met the competitive exam topper. In India there are so many competitive exams, a very elite exam, one who topped in that. And he said one nice thing. He said, this exam I have topped, no doubt, but I can never say I have topped it only because of my effort. And this was many years ago. So I said, why? Because you worked so hard, you went, day and night you studied. And why are you saying that you are not, you didn't top this because of your effort? He said, this exam which I topped, if you give it again tomorrow, there is no guarantee that I will top. If I have gotten that rank today, no doubt I worked hard, but I cannot say it was only my hard work that gave me this. So that is in sukha, right? When everything is going good. And when things are not going so well, at that time also we should remember, I am becoming stronger from inside. I am becoming purer from inside. Why? Because all those, some papa karmas which were there from the past, they are getting washed away. This, is the strength of a sadhaka. This is what Satiji is teaching us, So phalu mohi bidata dinha. That same phala Bidata has given me now. Jo kachu uchita raha soi kina. And whatever is happening right now, that is uchita, that is appropriate. Ababidi asa bujhiya nahi tohi sankara bimukha jiyavasi mohi. This is similar to what we hear in Sitaji. Later on in Sundarkand, Sitaji also says a very similar line. He says, I did such a foolish thing, letting go of Bhagwan and running after that Kapata Mruga. Golden deer I ran after. But Bhagwan even now why are my prana still there? Why am I separate from you and still living? This is the heart of a true devotee. Right? Sati ji, one who is going to become now Parvati ji, now you see how her heart is changing. Huh? So in the beginning, who had so much of doubt, so much of lack of Shraddha, now she is transforming. This is that evolution of a seeker. Kahi na jai kachu hrudaya galani, mana mahu ramahi sumira sayani. And with that glani, that guilt which is there in her heart, she is praying to Bhagwan Rama, and she says, if my devotion to Bhagwan Shiva, if it is true and sincere, then please relieve me of this body now. Because in this body I have done that mistake, and Lord Shiva is not going to accept me back in this body. Relieve me of this body, I will go back, do tapas, and again I will come back. Punarjanma as Sati ji, as Parvati ji, and then I will again continue my devotion to Lord Shiva. So this also is Bhakta Lakshana. Right? Sati ji is not only consort of Lord Shiva, but she is also a devotee of Lord Shiva. So devotee doesn't want anything but that samipya of Bhagavan. Even if there is any kind of distance at any level, whatever is the cause for that distance, that devotee says, I will let go of it. She says, Bina hi shrama hoi maranu jehi. Make this process very effortless. Anayasena maranam vinadainyena jivanam. So that Bhagwan, may this happen, and then I will again come back. So next we will see what happens in the court of Daksha Prajapati. Sati ji is now Daksha Kumari, but she will do something, and then again she will be born as Parvati ji. We'll do a Nama Sankirtanam. अगणित गुण गण भूषण रामा, आश्रित वत्सल जय जय रामा, अयोध्यवासी सीता रामा, आपद बांधव जय जय रामा, दशरथ नंदन श्री रामा, दशमुख मर्दन जय जय रामा, कौसल्या सुखवर्धन रामा, कामित फलदा जय जय रामा, पाप विमोचन श्री रामा, पट्टाभिरामा जय जय रामा, जानकी वल्लभ सीता रामा, जय रघुरामा जय सीता रामा, वानर सेवित श्री रामा, वारिधि बंदन जय जय रामा, हनुमत पूजित सीता रामा, श्री राम जय जय रामा, रघुपति राघव राजा रामा, पतित पावना सीता रामा, श्री राम जय जय रामा, श्री राम जय जय रामा, सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। हरि ओम एवरीवन।